What's up, guys? Today on All Sports Central, we're going to be going over a final preview on the Chicago Bears. This was a team that did really well in the regular season. They went 12-4, I believe, but the thing is that they didn't do too well in the playoffs. They ended up going out on a tough one, a double doinker against the Eagles in the wild card round. But how are they going to do in 2019 is what we're going to be going over here today. The Chicago Bears 2019 predictions. Went 12-4 once again last season, lost in the wild card round. What does this team need to make a long run in the playoffs? Now, they've got a ton of potential next season. I really think this is going to be a team that's going to be able to possibly make the NFC Championship, and if not that, the Super Bowl. I think the Bears are going to go very far next season. But the thing is, though, they do lose Jordan Howard, and they have Tariq Cohen still. It's going to be interesting to see how this team does, just because they lost their top running back. And honestly, I don't know how Trubisky was able to make it as well as he did last season, but he needs to step it off, especially come playoff time, because, he's a young quarterback, but if he can play well, I really do believe this team has a ton of potential. Tariq Cohen will likely have a huge workload next season, as he will likely be the top running back. Top wide receivers, Robinson and Gabriel, are both back. None of those two wide receivers are anything too special. Robinson, of course, he's been around a decent amount of time. And then Taylor Gabriel, of course, is probably their second wide receiver right now. Their defense will continue to thrive. That's been one of the main points that really led them through last season, was their defense. And their defense, I think, is going to be great again next season. They're not really losing a whole lot of players there. It's pretty young, too. So that is a good point for this Bears team. Looking at their schedule now, kind of predicting every single game here, I think they're going to win their first 5. They got the Packers at home. Honestly, yeah, it's the Packers, but I think since they have it at home, first game of the season, that should be a win there. Broncos and Redskins, 2 games on the road against 2 teams that are kind of mediocre. I think the Bears will win them both. Vikings, that'll be a win. Raiders will be a win. Then you get the Saints at home. That will be a really interesting game coming off of a bye against a team that I'm expecting to also go really far in the playoffs next season. So it'll be interesting to see how they do there. But I think the Saints are going to pull that one off on the road. I think it's going to be the first game that the Bears drop there. They got another really tough game against the Chargers at home. I think they win that one. Then you got the Eagles on the road. As much as the Bears fans are going to want to win this game, it's not going to happen. When it's in Philadelphia, a very tough place to play in the NFL. It's going to be a tough one for the Bears there. I'm not going to give them the win. Lions will win that one, or they're going to win that one. Then the Rams on the road, another game that I think is going to be a tough one. And kind of in the middle of the season there, they got some tough games, especially from late October to mid to late November. Yeah, that Rams game, I'm not giving them a win there either. They'll win their next 3 against the Giants and the Lions and Cowboys. And you get the Packers on the road December 15th. If you're a Bears fan, you're kind of thinking, okay, we got 3 games in a row now. We got 3 games that are somewhat winnable finish off the season. I think they dropped the Packers one though. With it being on the road, Packers are also have a really tough stadium to play in, so I think they're going to drop that game as well. Chiefs at home, that is going to be a very tough game. That's going to be a signature win on the season for the Bears, because I think the Chiefs will probably be one of the best teams in the AFC. Probably they'll finish off the season, I'd say, either first or second. I'm not sure. But yeah, the Chiefs with Pat Mahomes, very young team, lots of potential there. That will be a huge win for the Bears. Vikings then on December 29th to finish off the regular season. They will win that one as well. A few record stats. You're going to go 5-1 in division. You're going to go 8-4 versus the NFC. Home games, you'll be 7-1. Away games, 5-3. So really, 12-4. That's exactly what the record was last season at the end of the regular season. I think that's going to happen again in 2019. Playoff-wise, I don't expect them to go out as early as they did last year. I'm not sure what seed that they're going to get quite yet. They'll probably be anywhere from 2 or 3, it looks like right now, if there is 1 or 2 13-3 plus teams. So, yep, that's my prediction for the Bears' schedule. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this team in the comments below. It'll be interesting to see how this team does. Once again, very young team, has a lot of potential, but the main thing is if they can overcome the mental state, if they can do well, even though they're a young team. Because most young NFL teams, they don't do too well because, they don't have as much experience. I think for the Bears, that will be different this year. Once again, let me know your guys' thoughts on this team in the comments below. More NFL predictions coming up soon. I've got them coming within the next, I'd say, 3 weeks, then we'll be done. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all later.